So is the new Apple iPhone 11 Pro for creators? Let's find out. Hey everybody, it's Aidan here from Everyday Tech. Before we get going, if you get to the end of this video, which I hope you do, a like at the end would be grateful. And if you want to subscribe now, I would be eternally grateful. Alternative, please do remember to do it at the end. There will be a link in the description also to remember to do so. So this video is basically just talking about the possible benefits of getting the iPhone 11, 11 Pro or the 11 Max over your existing phone and whether it's a good purchase. And stick around to the very end and I'll tell you what I would do in your shoes. So depending on your level of expertise, you may be unsure exactly what you're looking at and if you are getting a better deal going for the Pro or Pro Max. Even though there seems like a big difference between the three phones, there really isn't. For example, one of the selling points that you may be looking at on the three different variants is on the 11 there is the older LCD screen, and on the Pro and Pro Max they have the OLED screens with high resolution. And you'll be thinking, wow, that is better, and it is better, but on a screen that's around 6 inches wide, there is not going to be much difference between the two unless you get them side by side and are playing games and certain apps. Because when you are looking at a television, for example, if you had a 60-inch LCD TV next to a 60-inch OLED TV, you are definitely going to see the difference. But that's on a screen that's 60 inches. On a screen that's around 6 inches, there is not going to be much in the way of a visual difference unless you have them both side by side. So just bear that in mind, that you don't necessarily have to go for the better, more expensive option, because you may not see the difference. Most people of the general public will just be happy with the 11. And that'll be the same with the camera. Yes, the 11 has the dual lens setup, but the Pro and the Pro Max has its triple lens, the wide, ultra wide and telephoto lens. And these are absolutely fantastic. They are really great. So, and this is where the general public may split from content creators, for example. So if you are a YouTuber, an Instagrammer, a Twitter follower or Twitter user, or do anything that streams on a public platform, then you may be thinking, well, okay, the 11 Pro, Pro Max may be down my street purely because the extra lens gives me the extra versatility that I need to create better content. But if you're average Joe blogs off the street that just likes the Apple ecosystem, and why wouldn't you? It is a fantastic ecosystem to be in, then the 11 Pro might be the way for you. If you look at the entry-level 11 compared to the 11 Pro or the 11 Pro Max, there is a price difference, and that is because they have left things out, such as the telephoto lens and the OLED panel on the front. Yes, the OLED might be slightly more economical to run and it might be slightly brighter and it will have better resolution, but again, on a screen 6 inches you're not really going to notice the difference. Something I think that Apple has really taken seriously this year is the durability of their phones. So again, in their videos they are saying that there is now a metal band that goes around the outside. I think it's a stainless steel band which is just going to help with durability. But it's never, in recent years, it's never really been the outside that's been a problem. It's the fact that they've had glass backed phones and the cost of repairing them has always been quite extortionate. So just bear in mind that Apple Care may be something that you want to buy. So Apple have said that the glass back that they are using is the hardest material they have used in a smartphone yet. Now, I think the way they worded it is a very hard material. Now, I don't know if they just mean it's the hardest material because we've been using the same one and it's equal to the previous model, or whether this one is better than previous models. I'm unsure. But the glass back is still a concern for me. But again, when most people get phones, they tend to get protective cases for them, and this may be no exception. Another cool thing that you may find useful as a content creator or even average Joe blogs is they have included a upgrade in the battery life of the iPhone 11. Now, it is going to be negligible if you're really going to see a massive difference compared to last year's model. For example, if you look on Apple's site with regards to the difference between the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 10, there, like it will say audio playback at 65 hours rather than 80, or 80 hours rather than 65 even. That sounds about right. But nobody actually listens to music for 65 hours continuously on their phone anyway. You may use it for a couple of hours, you may watch video for a couple of hours. So take these figures with a pinch of salt, and just remember that yes, it is a battery increase. Any size increase is going to be better, but it does come at a cost, maybe a little bit of weight, but it's still something that I think is a worthwhile trade-off, because I know a lot of people that use Apple iPhones can say that, well, they don't last the whole day. But again, that is subjective, because depending on what you do with it is completely up to you. I mean, if you're binging videos and movies all day, you're going to get through it a lot quicker than somebody who's just listening to audio files, for example. Same if you're a content creator, you will love the extra battery if you are recording 4K videos all day long, because that's going to use a lot more battery than somebody who, again, is just listening to audio files or maybe just listening to music. So it's just things to consider. So should you get the new iPhone 11 Pro or Max or the entry level? Well, I don't think you're going to be disappointed with any of them. I think all three are going to be excellent phones. For my choice, for me personally, I think I could get away with just using the 11 with its much lower price. I think it's really good value for money. I don't think the telephoto lens is something that is desperately needed on all cameras at the moment. Even as a content creator, I don't think it's something that I would have to say is something as a necessity for me. But for you, maybe so. Coupled with the fact that the actual size of it, it'd feel really nice in the hand. You're not going to notice really any difference in the screen compared to the 11 Pro and the 11 Pro Max, but I just think the saving in money alone is worth considering the 11 on its own. So guys, if you find this useful, please don't forget, give me a like, and if you've really enjoyed this video, don't forget, subscribe to my channel below and you'll be notified next time I do anything cool. And I'll see you later guys, bye!